But I think this is the first time in my channel we are going to be talking to even 60-year-olds who've just retired and how they can use AI to start their second inning.
I never treated myself as an evolved person. I am always a student all the time, and you can say that it is the curiosity which has shaped my personality.
Which bank did you start your career with?
See, my first and the last love in banking was State Bank of India in the year 1973. I'm retired from banking, but I'm not tired.
You've written more than 20 books, so 24th book, which is how you can be a millionaire with the help of AI.
You know, people are scared of artificial intelligence. Their fear is not uncalled for. I think more than 5-6 lakh people have lost their job because of artificial intelligence. If you can harness the power of artificial intelligence, you as an individual, you as an entrepreneur, you can learn a lot, you can earn a lot out of it.
Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Education Matters by JK. Today I have a multifaceted personality with me. He's a septuagenarian, but that's not his introduction. He's an ex-banker. He is currently a media and advertising consultant. Of course, he's written more than 24 books. And finally, he also composes music. I know him for the last 20-25 years since I was in advertising. So let's welcome Mr. Pradeep Gupta. Sir, welcome to the show. And first of all, thank you very much for coming. We are meeting after I don't know how many years, but great of you to accept the invitation and be here.
Thank you so much that you remembered me, and yes, I'm honored that you have called me on your show, and I hope that our conversation will be very, very interesting for your audience.
I'm sure. So let's start from our banking days. When I started working with started advertising, one of the banks that I used to work with was State Bank of India. And in State Bank of India, I think the only go-to person for me was Pradeep sir. And thank you. I mean, I was a very young executive trying to understand advertising. You've taught me a lot. I've learned a lot working with you in terms of what are the sort of creatives that banks appreciate, what are the different products, and how the entire banking sector works. So thank you very much. And the idea to call you was to start and talk about the banking sector, because there are a lot of students who are watching this, right? And most of them might choose finance or banking. So let's start from there. What made you choose banking? Because, even while you were doing banking, I knew that you are a very creative person. So, but what made you choose banking?
Jitu, actually, we did not have much choice while we were graduating, because the opportunities in private sector was almost negligible.
Correct.
And the only hope was the government jobs, or banking was also expanding. So next best choice was banking. So I also opted to be a banker. But mind it was a very different scenario. Nowadays, people used to go for management courses,
Correct.
MBA in finance, MBA in banking. During our studies, these kind of courses were not there. So the way we started, I'll just explain to you. It was just like a small baby who was just 3 or 4 years old, and you have dropped him in a swimming pool. That was the kind of training we were given. So if you are intelligent, if you are prudent, you will start swimming. Otherwise, you will fail and they will replace you with somebody else.
Correct.
That was the kind of.
No, I like this analogy. So what you're saying is you had done basic graduation, right?
Yeah.
In commerce.
Yeah.
And the only experience that you got was actually by jumping into the pool.
Yeah.
And understanding banking.
Yeah.
And if you succeed, then yes, you have the job. If you don't, then.
Nowadays, I realize, because I have been a trainer also, and I'll tell you this at a later stage also. the thing is that when I started in the banking,
Hmm.
I mean, it was, we were given an assignment,
Hmm.
and then we were the people who have to take independent decisions. We could not wait for our seniors to give any sanction, because if we will wait for that sanction, we will lose the opportunity.
Correct.
So, this is the way we started.
Which year you started, sir, just for the benefit of everyone?
I started at a very, very basic level. I started as an assistant.
Yeah. No, what year was that?
Oh, it was in the year 1973.
Before I was born.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm retired from banking, but I'm not tired. You know.
Oh, nice. So 73 you started, and
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of products that we see right now
Yeah.
were not even there. It was very basic banking
Yeah.
back in the days.
Basic banking.
Okay.
But people used to come to bank as a trusted partner.
Hmm.
Bank were not having a lot of products with them, but they have got a trust factor.
Hmm.
And people used to come to banking with certain hope that whatever money they are depositing over there will be safe and secured.
Correct.
That was the kind of banking at that time.
So 73, which was your first posting?
Well, I started from Tibet border.
Wow.
You know, there was the roads were very bad over there, and the transport was absolutely very basic. One bus used to go in the late night, and then we used to take 12 to 13 hours to reach our place.
From which city?
You know, the place was Munshari, and from there you can see the Panchchuli, the range very close to Mount Kailash. And
Wow.
you know, we were having only two choices during 8 months: potato and onion. Nothing else, no green vegetable was there. The only source of our bread and vegetable was a bus driver who used to start from Chanakpur. If he can bring some fresh vegetable, it is okay. Otherwise, our staple diet was potato, onion and chapati. That's it.
Wow. And which bank did you start your career with?
See, my first and the last love in banking was State Bank of India.
Okay.
But yeah, I have done many assignments which enriched me as a person, which enriched my life also, and I can proudly say that I have worked at around 15 to 16 different places all across the country.
Wow. I mean, how old were you when you started 73? Early 20s?
I was only 19 years old.
Or you were just 19 years old, so you were studying and working?
I did my post graduation in economics, and
But at 19 you must have just finished your 12th grade or third.
no, actually when we started studying, there was not a very strict norm ke in how many years you will induct
Finish what?
into
Okay.
first standard, or whenever your parents used to feel comfortable, they will. I did not study up to 5th standard.
Okay.
I was sent to a school in 6th standard only.
Nice.
So by the time I became 19 years, I was a postgraduate.
Nice.
So nowadays there are a lot of barriers for the kids. First they will go to prep, then KG, upper KG, and
Then come to first grade.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and also age specific. You can't, unfortunately, you can't skip level until and unless you are like super
yeah,
gifted.
yeah. So I mean, there are more structures now in education, and I feel little sad and bad that there is not much room for creativity in education in most of the schools. I'm not exposed to the international schools, but the schools which are open for the common people, there's not much of scope for creativity in all that.
Correct, correct, true. So you joined school at the age of directly into 6th grade.
Yeah.
And then you finish your matriculation.
Yeah,
They used
yeah,
to call
yeah, matriculation. Yeah.
matriculation,
Yeah.
right? Back in the days. And then you went to college or?
No, actually in our time,
Hmm.
there used to be the intermediate college,
Intermediate.
where 10 plus 12 education was imparted, and thereafter we used to go to a college
Okay.
for graduation and post graduation.
Okay.
And in our time, graduation was only for 2 years, and post graduation was also for 2 years.
2 years.
That's
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
So you did commerce? That's what you studied?
No,
Or there was
actually, I was a science student. I did my Bachelor of Science,
Okay.
and thereafter, I mean, we were not having any career counselor or mentor. That kind of thing was totally unknown in our time. So, I mean, the parents were also not as evolved as the parents are now. So, they used to understand from the market which is the subject which can get ourselves employable. So, I mean, during that time, banking was a very upcoming passion and profession. So, somebody suggested me that better you go and do your post graduation in economics. I did, and believe me that even before getting my result, I was employed.
Oh, wow.
So that was
Yeah. And maybe the competition was not very strong those days, or there
no
was?
competition was there. Competition was there.
And opportunities were also very less, right?
Opportunities were very less. You know, if I am talking about the State Bank also, in 1973, there were hardly 2,000 branches. Nowadays, you know, how many branches are there? Around 25,000 plus branches.
So I want to take a minute here. So what you're saying is that opportunities were limited,
Yeah.
right? Competition again was very high. So, you know, students and people from today's generation who feel that nowadays the competition is very high, and, you know, there's so many people who are educated and, you know, have done so many courses. But even back in the days, the ratio of competition to opportunity was also very
Yeah,
skewed,
yeah,
right?
you're very correct. Yeah.
So it's not like you all had it easy. You all
No,
just
no, no,
walked out of
no.
college and you all got a job. So it was difficult back then. So competition is no excuse to do well in life,
Yeah.
right? So coming back to, so you started this, and I think you retired from State Bank of India.
Yeah, that's right.
So, wow, that's a long journey,
Yeah.
right? 40 years.
Almost 40 years. Yeah.
And you went to, you said 17 different places. So how did these different cities and different places, how did it change you as a person?
See,
And interesting. So Tibet border is interesting.
Yeah.
What other interesting places did you go to?
So, you know, when we used to get our transfer orders, it was a sad day for me as a person, because we will not be knowing what kind of culture we will go into,
Correct.
what kind of education medium will be there for our kids. And of course, when you change your place, your whole ecosystem is affected.
Correct.
Your friends will not be there. You have to, but I think that changing places, changing assignments have made me more strong and determined person.
Correct.
Why? Because I mean, when you are in a known environment, lot of things are very easy for you. But if you go to different places, you have to see lot of challenges. And you know that banking is a very risky kind of area where you have to loan. That is for your students to understand that banking is not as simple as people understand. Because you are playing with money, and
Correct.
that is public's money. If you are giving finance to someone, then you are personally responsible for its recovery.
Correct.
Also.
Correct.
So, in an unknown place where you don't know about the people and places, so you have to work very diligently. And I have worked as a manager, chief manager, assistant general manager, and I mean, the banking has given me a very different kind of exposure. In our time, the banks did not use to make specialists. They wanted to
generalist.
make you a perfect banker,
Yeah.
giving different kind of assignments. For example, I have been in international banking, and my next assignment was, in the audit. Thereafter, suddenly, I was head of a agriculture development branch. You see, from international banking to
Agriculture.
compliance, audit, and then agriculture. So, but I now realize that my exposure in international banking has helped me to make a kind of a progressive farmers in a different area. They can monetize their crops more effectively. I knew that what kind of produce can fetch better prices in the
Correct.
international market.
Correct. So you used your experience to help your customers, your clients.
Yeah, that was the time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, nowadays, everything is computerized. The loan processing is also very different. So what I feel that now we are lacking, that we don't understand intimately your customer. That is the victim of technology.
So, this is very interesting because, and also because you are in advertising and marketing and you consult with other people. So, I know where this is coming from. Because the biggest rule in advertising or marketing is that you have to know your customer. Right? And now KYC is also become very nameless, faceless. Just upload your document and your KYC is done. But there's no actual know your customer. Right? Like, for my schools, I have 2 banks that I work with.
Yeah.
There is somebody who's assigned to us as a relationship manager.
Yeah.
But I don't meet them.
So
Right? Not that I don't want to meet them. They don't come and meet me.
Yeah.
Right? They've not made that thing what you were talking about, that relationship where they want to come and explain what you want, how do you want us to help you. And I think all that is, or maybe I'm not a big enough customer for them.
No, I'll tell you something from my experience in the agriculture branch. A domain of 24 village was there, where the Gram Pradhan used to be the head of the villages. So, we are talking about KYC. So, our KYC was the Gram Pradhans. So, any account which is not working good, we used to call the Pradhan and used to say, sir, वो देख लीजिए जरा ये बंदा जो है पैसा नहीं दे रहा. And believe me, on the very next day, that person used to come to us with the default amount. That was the kind of personal relationship method during our days in operation.
Nice. And yeah, those days were different. So, we were talking about which was the other interesting place that you went to apart from Ladakh border.
While I was in audit department, you won't believe that in 3 years tenure of mine, I have been exposed to around 100 places. 100 places. And while I was in that domain, every week I had a different district or a different state. So that enriched me a lot. I could understand how the people used to live, what are their needs, how it is being catered by bank and all that. And that made me not only a good banker, but it helped me to develop my other faculties also. As you were mentioning, if you want to become a writer, you should know the situations, the people.
Correct.
So if you are exposed to lot many situations, then you can really create characters which are look alike the real people.
Correct. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about your writing career, but I still want to talk about your banking career because you spend majority of your life and all your other experiences have stemmed out of banking.
Yeah, that's right.
So you said you visited many places and different types of people, which brings me to another question, which is like, You know, even today, when we go out or we hear somebody and they say there is one is India and one is Bharat, right? And I understand because India is not a homogeneous country that every 50 kilometers everything changes. Your food changes, your clothes change, habits change, everything changes,
Yeah.
right? Uh, so from back in the days to now, do you still feel that there is one part of India which is unchanged, or how do you look at it now?
I accept that a lot of changes have taken place, the way people used to live, no doubt about it. Change is taking place. But the big question is whether it is for good or for the bad.
You tell me, is it for the good or for the
Yeah,
bad?
so there are different layers of it. You know, if more people are depending upon loans, it is not good. I know many people, they are living in a house which has been financed by bank. They are in a luxury car. Again,
Financed
it
by-
is also
Financed
financed from some bank. And even those whose children are studying in international schools, you know, that amount is also paid by EMI.
Correct.
Not only that, even the consumables like refrigerator, like air conditions. So the entire life has become on EMI.
EMI.
So I feel that it is not good. Okay, you can say that if I cannot afford something right now and I get it, so more refrigerators will be sold off, more houses will be sold. But somewhere people used to lose their peace of mind because they have pressed with lot of pressure from their EMI bills. And still, if you go to the rural places, still their economy is very, very independent one. A person to whom you feel that he is a very poor person, he also have some small land where he can grow vegetables, the wheat and other crops for the entire year.
And
He has
be
got a
satisfied,
cow or goat, he is getting good milk also. So, I mean, there are different layers, as I told you. I mean, what you feel that it is development. So development is not, I mean, आप किस तरह के घर में रह रहे हैं, आप किस तरह की कार में चल रहे हैं. मेरा ये कहना है कि क्या वो आदमी अपने जीवन से संतुष्ट है. I am just comparing the life of a person to whom you feel that he is a very happy person, he is prosperous, he is driving a high-end car, and he is living in a 3-bedroom apartment in a good suburb in Mumbai. His children are going to a international school. He is happy. Or a person who is living in a small village, according to your yardstick, he is a very poor man. But he is on a very, very organic kind of diet. His children are also going to school, and he is getting fresh vegetables every day. He is getting fresh cow milk.
Correct.
Or goat milk.
Yeah.
I mean, goat milk is a very rare commodity in your big towns.
Yeah.
So you have to think about what kind of prosperity, what kind of development is good for the society. That's a debatable thing.
And you think that back in the days we were more at parity, the cities and small towns, there was some parity, and now it's very different? Or you think now the differentiation is becoming lesser and lesser? Because I go to small towns, you get the pizzas of the world have landed over there, QSR chains have
that
landed
kind of
there.
transformation is taking place, and I'm sorry to say that this mobile, and particularly a smart mobile, it is taking away the peace and comfortable life of a small town or a village also.
Okay.
Spending kids are spending more time on the reels.
Yeah.
And,
Okay, so this mobile is a very good topic, and technology is a very good topic, which brings me to the main reason why we've met after so many years. You've written more than 20 books, so 24th book, which is I have the Hindi title. The English one is gonna release in the next few weeks. Am I
yeah,
correct?
next month.
Next month. So, sir, this is how you can be a millionaire with the help of AI, right? And sir, say something about this book and how do you. First of all, I'm very impressed. You retired almost what 15 years back,
14 years.
14 years back, right? And I know a lot of 40-year-olds who are afraid of high-end computing or AI or Chat GPT they use as Google, and here you are, 70 plus, writing a book on AI and telling people how to use it. So I'm sure you've used AI a lot before you wrote this book and you've done your research. So tell me something about this book. How do you feel? And generally we record this for students and different age groups, right? From college going to school going kids, where they can understand something about what's happening in the education space. But I think this is the first time in my channel we are going to be talking to even 60-year-olds who've just retired and how they can use AI to start their second inning. So sir, if you can shed some light.
So I'm just sharing with your audience that I never treated myself as a evolved person. I am always a student, all the time.
Okay.
And you can say that it is the curiosity which has shaped my personality. And by the way, when I was working for State Bank of India, for 3 years I was in Hyderabad and I was admin head of a institute which was into technology. It was called at that time State Bank Institute of Information and Communication Management.
Yes.
I was not a faculty over there. I was heading admin, but I feel that these faculty people read a lot. So what should I read? So there I inquired nearby, and there was a technology institute. I have myself enlisted over there, and I have done a program called CCNA. So it was in communication, and I was not aware that after doing that certification I will get around 35,000 rupee cash from State Bank of India.
And this is post retirement or while you were working?
No, I was working. It was 2003.
2003.
2003. So at that particular point of time, now we call it artificial intelligence. At that particular point of time, this thing was evolving. So we used to call it machine learning. So from 2003, out of curiosity, I started reading a lot. I started interacting with my own faculty members, and ultimately it is culminated into this book.
Nice.
And believe me that each and every word is being written after experiencing myself at the first hand. There is nothing in this book which is been I have read somewhere. I have applied
this is your
myself.
first-hand experience.
Yeah.
With
This is
technology.
my experience, first time experience.
So tell me so if somebody wants to buy this book and read this book, what can they expect from this book?
That's a very good question. People are scared of artificial intelligence, and their fear is not uncalled for. I think more than 5-6 lakh people have lost their job because of artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
You will ask why they have lost their job. Gradually, this machine learning process have started testing job also. So in all big software companies, there used to be many people, they were testing the software. But now AI is doing the software
part.
testing,
Yeah.
and you don't need any human intervention
Now
over there.
Even coding is done by.
Coding is there, prompting is also done. So many jobs are redundant where artificial intelligence has already been applied. You know, it is very sad that due to artificial intelligence, people are losing their job. We also feel bad. But this book is written just because to tell people all is not lost. If you can harness the power of artificial intelligence, you as an individual, you as an entrepreneur, you can learn a lot. You can earn a lot also.
So your book is basically saying align with AI and use it for your own benefit rather than being scared of it.
So there's a appropriate word for this. Leverage the power of artificial intelligence. Don't allow it to master, to become him a master of yours.
Correct. And it's true, right? Anytime there's a new tech, old tech will die, and people associated with old technology will lose their jobs. Like back in the days when I was just starting my college, I remember when we used to make an application, we used to go, there were these typists outside post office.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And we used to go there and say, sir, ek letter likh ke dijiye, and then we used to dictate the letter and they used to type it.
Yeah.
Now you don't need that anymore, right?
Yeah.
Computers came and they took away all their jobs, but then they also got another jobs, right? Because they learned computers. So similarly, you are saying if people are losing jobs because they are doing things which is anyways going to become redundant at some time or the other. So align yourself with AI and try to figure out new things. So any ideas that you've given, if I have to give this copy to my dad and say, he's by the way 75 too, and if I tell him that, Dad, here's a book, read and try to, do something with it.
So a person in the age of 70 plus, he can go and collect people of his own age group, and he can do some kind of discourse about life, about religion.
Correct.
So he need not to read a lot of books. He can subscribe to Chat GPT and ask Chat GPT to write the entire discourse for the day. आज का प्रवचन. And you have to give a small prompt to Chat GPT कि आज मुझे अपने ही एज ग्रुप के लोगों को एक भाषण देना है,
और ये टॉपिक पे
भाषण देना है कि जीवन में रस कैसे लाया जाए. एक जो व्यक्ति बैठा हुआ है बिल्कुल मोनोटोनस होकर, उसके जीवन में रस कैसे भरा जाए. And believe me that within 1 minute your dad will have a wonderful discourse which he will deliver, then he will get lot of applause.
They'll think he's the next to show.
So it's not only for kids, students or entrepreneurs. It is for everyone.
It depends how you want to use it.
Yeah, you have.
And that's what your book talks about.
Yeah.
That how can you use it? How can you leverage it?
I can give you my own example. I started in music field as a Kansen. Kansen? I was a good listener. I used to listen to all genre of music, whether it is Western classical, jazz, pop, hip hop, Indian classical. So that has given me a kind of a good listening quality. Thereafter, I'm basically a writer and a lyric writer also. I used to write a lot of poetry.
Correct. I'm aware of that. I'm aware of
that. So you know.
In fact, one of the first ones that you wrote for your granddaughter.
Yeah,
about
that's right.
How do you understand traffic signals?
Yeah, you're
correct.
Right. Yeah, you're right. So initially I used to take my lyrics to a music composer. He used to assign the job to a programmer. Programmer used to program the song. Thereafter, they used to call live musician and all that. So my total budget 20 years back used to be around 30 to 35,000. Now I have subscribed to 3-4 apps which are good enough to create good music. And you know, I now get my programming of songs from one of the such app,
These are all AI based apps.
AI based. But again, they cannot create anything of their own. It is you who has to decide when you have to play the guitar, when you have to go in the high octave, when you have to go in the low octave, when the singer has to take alap. So they are simply your servant, not your master. You should know that what kind of work you have to take from them.
But that's wonderful. So you've, you know, I wanted to talk about the book, but I think we've already moved to the music part. So how many songs have you recorded so far?
See, initially,
And these are some of them are children's rhymes,
of
right?
course,
Yeah.
of course, I have done a lot of work on the rhymes, and especially the rhymes I have wrote for the kids who are not in India. I mean, but they are of the Indian origin. So I mean, through my rhymes, I have just tried to tell them what is their culture, what is their tradition, and this is how they can learn a lot about
India
and Indianness also.
Wow.
So this is that.
So how many songs and rhymes have you done so
In
far?
fact, I have
few hundred?
initially I recorded around 12 songs in a studio. After paying for each song around 35 to 40,000. But from last few years, my music bank is around 400 songs.
Wow.
400 songs, and a variety of genres are there. I have recorded around 40 ghazals.
Nice.
Then pop songs also I have recorded.
Nice.
I have recorded jazz also. I have,
Nice.
So it's a mix of. I mean, the music bank is good enough for any film producer to pick up from there.
Okay, which takes us to another topic, which is my favorite, and I think audience. And I always say that, you know, though we are an education channel, but anytime we add movie to it, you know, suddenly everybody is more interested in the channel. So we will add some movie part. Out of the 24 books that you've written, I think 2 of them have been picked up by producers to make a movie. Am I correct?
One is for a movie,
okay,
and other one is for a OTT platform, a web series.
So what book is that? And if you can, without going too much into the story, if you can just explain us.
I'll explain to you in 30 seconds. One of my book called Silent Conspiracy is a political spy thriller, and its plot is about Nepal, and this I wrote 4 years back, and the recent events happened.
What is the plot you said?
It's a political spy thriller.
Okay. So what happens in that?
I mean, the Gen Z or the people who advocated democracy, honesty in the politics, they used to take over the government.
That's the book you've written 4 years back, but that just happened. Like
so
6
many
months
people
back.
have told me, I mean, how you could foresee all that.
Okay, I don't want to name any names, but there is one person who is who lives in the US, and people say he does a lot of. He's responsible for basically orchestrating governments going down in different countries. Are you working for it by any chance? Sorry, this is just a joke, but no, but this is crazy. You conceptualize something which is a fiction and which talks about Gen Z's taking over a kingdom and protesting and forming a government.
What I feel that fiction should also have a base. Not necessarily that comes from a particular country, particular province, particular person. Lot of things are happening globally. So my food of thought comes from my traveling. I am an essential traveler. I travel a lot, and I never used to travel like a tourist.
Travel like a local.
I am a global local. If I am in Southampton or Edinburgh, I'll try to find out. I'm a vegetarian, by the way.
Yeah, I am.
But still, I'll try to find out what are the vegetables, stuff I can get over here. But I'll not be looking for vada pav or chola bhatura in Edinburgh. No, I'll not. So when you will start interacting with people of different genre, people from different nationalities, from different languages, your vision, your horizon will definitely be wider, and that will trigger you to write something very
story,
different.
some new concept. Superb. So that is the OTT which
OTT, I mean,
series
I'm
which is
in
coming
an
up.
advanced negotiation with one of the
Somebody.
producer about this OTT.
Okay.
And
which you wrote 4 years back, which loosely or is it loosely happened the way it happened in Nepal? or you think
loosely,
Okay,
not a documented one.
pre-documented?
Yeah,
that
no,
too.
no.
So and then you're also one of your other books is also taken over, or rather some producers shown interest in developing a movie, or what stage is that?
Again, I am in the advanced stage of finalizing this. This is a very, very futuristic kind of challenge on which I have written. Think about city of Bombay.
Mumbai.
You say Mumbai, but I always feel very happy to think about the city of 40, 50 years back. Then there used to be bungalows, there used to be clean roads. Nowadays, in every nook and corner, you have got 30-story, 40-story, 50-story buildings.
Correct.
But nobody ever thought about, I mean, when a new building of 30 floors is coming up, have we ever given a serious thought about where we'll park our vehicles? How congested this road will be? So boss, I feel that it's not good happening in the city. Lot of skyscrapers have come up.
But very little sky to see from the flats.
Yeah, and after such a good number of high-rise buildings, do we really enjoy living over there? That is also a question. So this is happening not only in Mumbai.
So what is the book? What is this book about?
So I have just imagined the way water requirement will increase in big towns or cosmopolitan cities. What will happen to the water resources? They will start suddenly drying up. So this is a scenario of 2036 when you won't find trees miles together, you won't get the water, drinkable water anywhere. That is the scenario which I am trying to document or imagine. I mean, I can open its title also, Pani Re Pani. What will happen to Pani?
So that book is already out. It's called Pani Re Pani.
Yeah, it's in public domain.
Okay, it's in public domain. So if somebody is listening and they want to buy that book, they can buy it from Amazon.
Yeah.
Buy it from Amazon. Okay. And
the Silent Conspiracy is also available.
Okay, that's also available. So even if whenever the OTT series comes out or the movie comes out, but if somebody wants to read about it, they can just go and buy it.
Sure.
And same with this book, right?
Yeah.
How AI can help you become a millionaire.
Yeah,
so that's also out. But I'm very happy that you're writing in a book on AI on Hindi, in Hindi, because AI can actually speak whatever languages,
Yeah.
right? And I remember back in the days when I used to make an ad, and I used to come to show it to you, sir. We have to present this ad,
Yeah.
and he said, very good headline. अभी इसको हिंदी में आप कैसे लिखोगे? आप translation लेके आओ मराठी में. And I remember we used to do some 16 or 19 languages.
19
languages,
yeah,
correct?
Yeah. You
So-
have to find out people who are expert in
Expert in
Marathi
all
or
19 languages.
Kannada.
And then it has to, your artwork has to, it cannot be like a short line in English,
Yeah.
but then we are translating it into Malayalam or, another language, then the entire layout changes.
Yeah, yeah.
So all those things we have to think of. But now with AI, you can translate everything at a press of a button.
I agree as well as disagree also on this, because even when you buy a subscription of any of the whether it's Grok or ChatGPT or Gemini, they give a disclaimer. We cannot guarantee that it can translate correctly.
Okay.
They try.
Right.
Ultimately, I mean, they are having a collective wisdom,
Correct.
and it may or may not be true all the time.
Yeah, because these are all large language models,
Yeah.
and language keeps evolving, and I think another 2-3 years it's only going to get better.
Yeah.
If it is not good right now, it's only going to get better.
Yeah.
But I'm happy that you've written the book in Hindi, because it gives you a wider audience.
Yeah, I have originally written this book in English only, but then suddenly I realized why we should deprive the children who are studying in Marathi medium, Hindi medium schools. They also have got a right to understand how the technology is evolving. So I myself translated it in Hindi.
Oh, wow.
And then we have come out first with the English edition, and now my publisher is saying, sir, we want to publish the original which you have written in English.
Nice.
So that one I'm expecting next month.
Next month.
Yeah.
So Hindi, this is great, because there's a huge population
Yeah.
which sort of stays behind or can't come as quickly as other people because of this language issues.
Yeah.
And a lot of books
Yeah.
are written in English and not in Hindi. So this is amazing that you've written about AI in Hindi. So all the best with this book, and I'm hoping that a lot of people will read it.
Thank you
enjoy
so
it.
much.
And I'll read the English version. I
Yeah.
mean, I can speak Hindi, but reading speed might be not
Slightly,
better than a
yeah.
toddler's. So,
Yeah.
so I'll wait for the English version. So we spoke about your banking career. We spoke about the books you've written. We spoke about the music that you do, the movie that you are coming out with. I also know the one secret about you, which I don't think so a lot of people that know you. You are a very passionate guy as far as making cocktails were concerned. And I know that this is many years ago, I think 25 years ago at least,
Yeah.
you had given me certain cocktail recipes.
Yeah.
And you had written one of the books also on how to make some cocktails.
Actually,
A small
there are
booklet.
two books of mine.
Oh, 2 books. Okay, awesome. And you've written one book on wine as well, if I'm not.
One of my book is called Wine Nama.
Wine
Whatever you want to know about wine.
Wine. So, wine is very complicated.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I am a social drinker, but I still don't understand wine, because there's some snob element to wine. This grape and that year, and preparation in a certain way. I don't understand anything, right? So I always.
So I have written the book keeping in mind the people who just want to understand
Wine.
Wine.
Okay.
And it now is in 2 volumes. One is whatever you want to know about wine, and second part is in the wonderland of wineries. Wine used to consume a lot from the neighborhood. Suppose this wines are close by to say apple orchard. So that the final products will have some kind of notes of apple.
Correct.
Guava, I mean, so it's a very intricate thing. So the second volume is about my tours to wineries across the globe.
Oh wow, amazing. So are you still making cocktails in parties and whenever
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
entertaining
yeah.
people?
I'm a sort of person in the parties. If anybody like you is organizing a get together, so many people used to request, sir, can you spare some time for making some
unique cocktails.
unique cocktails?
Awesome, awesome. So that is superb. So again, as I introduce you, you are a man with who wear multiple hats, not this one, and you've had a very interesting life so far. I wish you a lot many more years with health and good humor, and maybe another 20-25 books.
In fact, my 4 books are already in pipeline. So this number of my books will be around 29 in this year only.
By this year, oh, awesome! I don't even read that fast. That you're writing 4 books in a year. That's great, sir. So, sir, thank you very much. It was a great conversation. I mean, I knew some parts of your life because we worked together for almost 10-12 years when I was in advertising and you were a banker. But even after retiring, you said you're retired but not tired. And your journey has been amazing and very inspiring. I hope my audience also gets inspired by your journey and read your book.
So the last message I just want to convey to your audience, that always be a curious mind and always be a seeker. That will definitely enlighten your path for any great journey.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for calling me on your show. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. It was wonderful indeed. So that was the end of our podcast, and thank you very much for watching. Do like, share and subscribe. Education Matters by JK. Thank you.